My people, una know say very dark man don expose Access Bank. Abeg when I listen to this story about Access Bank, una go shock for wetin una
You
go
see
hear.
this case of very dark man, Access Bank, and the woman that lost the brother and 500 million naira. It is 100% correct. You see, the after religious leaders, the major another problem we have in Nigeria are the bankers. Before even our politicians, a lot of people don't know. I've worked in the bank. The first job I did after I left service was in the bank. That was 28, 29. I was in the bank. And then I have this guy, very nice guy, Mr. P. I was managing his account. I was his account officer. And this guy is just a young man doing well. He has his own company. He was running his own company. And he's always having between 5 million, 7 million, and 10 million in his account. And each time he comes to the bank, I think like 2-3 times in a week. He's always coming to the branch, my branch then. And each time he comes, he'll give me 1,000 naira. And I'm always looking forward to see him. So it gets to a point, I did not see him in the bank for some weeks. I became so worried. I was like, because I know he comes to the bank every time. There's no week he doesn't come to the bank, say like 2-3 times. It was getting to a month, I didn't see him. And I went to his account, I knew his office was around my branch then, took his address, then went to look for him in his office. So when I got there, they told me he's dead. God, I cried. Hey, and I cried back to the office. I was just crying. One of my colleagues, it was really what I said, my customer died. Child, I was crying, and I said, because I remember it wasn't quite long he came, he told me that the wife put to bed. And so we say they just have 3 children. He now has 3 children. I was crying. I said, no wonder. I said, and I was looking for I said, let me get his number and call the wife to tell him that the husband have money in the bank. My colleague, me, I didn't know. You know, it was my first time. It was my first year. I mean, I didn't know the bank's code and you know. So my colleague who was with me, she didn't even tell me anything. She went and told our manager that look at what BD is planning to do. Our manager now called me. That they said that my customer died. I said yes. He said, what is his name? I told him. He said I should give him his name. I gave him. He just checked on his account. The man was having about 9 point something million. He said, and that he had planning to tell his family that he has money. I said yes. He said he has a young wife and 3 children. My manager and I said, what is my business? Am I his family member? I said, no, but I'm his customer and we are very close. He said, I dare not try that. I'm telling you, nobody told me this happened to me. One of the biggest bank in Nigeria, I don't want to mention their name. My manager warned me with everything in his life. If you see the furiousness he was warning me, that I should not try and do that. You know, I became afraid. I was like, why won't I? He warned me. I said that was not enough. The next morning when we came to because every morning in my office, every Monday, and we'll pray. And that was happening a year. No, the next morning, he called me. He called emergency meeting. And I was schooling, telling everybody that, see, whatever happened in the bank remains in the bank. You don't have any business to tell anybody what is happening in the bank. No, and everything was towards me. This man called me again in his office, said, see, that he knows I'm a very stubborn person, that if I try to tell anybody about this money, that I will regret coming to Lagos. That was what my manager told me. That's it. Honestly, thank God you already know I'm a stubborn person. It took me months. 2 months, my dear. I went and told the wife. I didn't go, but I collected another person's number and I sent her text. I said, Madam, your husband has money in so account, and this is the amount, and this is the number the name he used in open the accounts. I did it. That then you can buy card line anyhow. That was what I did. I told her, and I had peace. So you see, Nigerian banks knows how to buy people's money, and that is why it's not even advisable to keep money in Nigerian bank. Because let me tell you, there's kind of money you have in Nigerian banks. They can buy you to take over your money. I'm telling you, you buy, they will sit on your money. If your family even find out you have, they will make it so difficult for them to access that money. You see that thing very dark man is saying about Access Bank, it is true. Access Bank has sat on that money. They should bring out that money. And Nigerians should stand up and speak for that woman. Because let me tell you, this kind of thing has been going on. It is that my customers few years ago, it is this woman, it could be you and next person tomorrow. Nigerian bank are a horrible set of people. They are thief. That's why at the end of the year, when they tell you the kind of profits they make, the kind of gain, yeah, I get such gain one of those years, and they shared profits. I got more than my salary when they shared profits. Yes.
My people, shebi una hear wetin dey happen for Nigeria now. Where we wan call dey put money now? Na bank, na house. Abi na where they want dey put money now? Una dey see wetin dey happen so now. Very dark man, I don bring their yansh come outside. I believe say with this one now, many other banks, their yansh go open. You see wetin she talk? I said that they would buy people self to collect their money. I beg my people, when I share this video.